Cry for me 君の声が聞こえてる叫んでる僕の名前を
Alright, I think it's time that we started with a little bit of a banger music. But yeah, it's time that we started today's stream. Welcome back, everybody. God damn it. Alright. Let's talk Trails in the Sky third. Last time we were forcibly stopped by the final boss, which kinda sucks. Not gonna lie. But at least we'll make do today. I have some time with me. We'll go to the final boss, and this time we'll beat it. No more bullshit. Well, a little bit of bullshit, but not too much of bullshit. The boss still has some bullshit going on. But yeah, we're going to move right over, when I'm ready, to my game library. Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, the third. There we go. Let's move over. So yeah, sadly we were stopped by the final boss, but I told you what I've done since then to make it a little bit easier. First off, let's boot up the game for the last time, shall we? I've brought around 3 hours today so we can finish the final boss. So if any more bullshit occurs, we will be primed for it. That brief hesitation was all it spawns. Was all it took to spawn a great evil. It crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. Book of Asa, verse 2, Disaster Unleashed. I thought with the added context, the intro cutscene, I thought we were going to watch the intro cutscene again after everything we've, like, experienced in the game. So yeah, I'm definitely taking a break from Trails after Sky Third, a little bit. Depending on if I'm going to get first chapter. If we get first chapter, I would really love to play first chapter in the coming months, so that we will be able to jump into second chapter the moment it releases. I don't have much faith, but again, next month is my birthday. So I have a birthday coming up next month, which means I'll probably, like, get it. Or at least I have the option to get it. And second chapter releases this September. That means it's about 2 months until we'll be able to start that one. But it's going to be interesting. Alright. As you might notice, I have a second ending file. I jumped back into this file. Inside the giant gate. And as you might notice, I leveled up from 139 to 145. I did that by grinding a little bit. It wasn't even too much. Like, it took me about, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. I grinded up and equipped everyone with frost protection. A few characters, I think Kevin and Ries, have protection against all ailments. I think Estelle and Ren have frost protection. At least. I think that's how I did it. So everyone is as protected as is. They are a little bit more leveled up. I left the orbments as they were, mostly. The one thing I could have changed, really, is changing Kevin's Grail Sphere to his main S-Craft, which I didn't do yet. I'll have to see how that goes in this final battle. Let's do it again. Let's see how it goes. I know that the boss has a... what should I call it? A finishing move. An S-Craft that literally is death to everyone. At least when I tried it, I did a trial run of it, and it was insta-kill for all of us. So, I don't know how that fades into obscurity. Also, it brought everyone's S-crafts up to 200. So that we will be able to unleash the full power. Alright, let's do this again. Now we can finally, we can actually enjoy the good music. As usual, I'm going for clock up EX on everyone. Where is it? There it is, Ren. Zodiac and clock up EX. Clock up EX. Clock up EX. Then I'm going to have Ries use clock up EX on herself. And Kevin will use Grail Sphere immediately to get 2 charges. Alright. Then we whittle down all of the pillars. I'm always putting like 2 characters in charge of 1 pillar. I don't know if it makes sense to use AoE, but it kind of feels like a waste a little bit. The arrow. Right. Ascension. All right. First pillar should be down soon. This one is around 4k. I'm going with Ries for this one still. Blue impact on the water one. Wow, that was actually not enough. Firebolts. We're using Shadow Spear next. Love this final boss theme, by the way. I think the main issue is that Shadow Spear from Estelle. Let's use Earthlands on this one. The issue is that Kevin does not deal enough damage to get his S-Craft back up. But we have items that do that for us. Dark matter on this one. One thing that I want to check out quickly is if I use Ren and I use Earth Wall. We're not close enough together, sadly. That does trigger before the boss acts. That is what I wanted to see. Kevin also can use, but we're going to put it on Ries and Earth Guard. There we go. I actually don't know if you can build those up. What element was that one? Wind, right? That one was wind or earthlands. Aerial on this one. The strongest earth shield could have been really great here. To be honest, like getting the final earth shield move on any character would have been really great. The thing is, I didn't know that it would be so necessary for this fight beforehand, so I didn't skill anyone for it. You know, you have to worry about positioning a lot more in this one so far. Shadow Spear, Hellgate. Actually, Kevin doesn't have a wind attack. Funnily enough, having a earth wall up at all times seems like the right move on all times for this boss fight, you know. So there goes the barrier. I'm using two S-crafts here, by the way, right after one another. I want to get rid of these two blobs down below and use the strength upturn for a stealth S-craft to take place, so that we can do massive damage. If Kevin can cast Earth Wall, that would be great. There we go. And Ries can actually just protect herself with Earth Guard. That seems like a pretty decent move. He's not weak to time. Actually, hi J2O. I have prepared. We have now ailment protection on everyone. Shadow Spear. And we're now spamming Earth Wall as much as possible to protect ourselves. Earth Wall and Earth Guard. I don't want to run into the S-Craft again. That literally insta-kills me. There we go. Seems like a good idea, right? He switched back. I don't know if Shadow Spear puts me at a disadvantage. I'd rather just attack. Now I'm going to use the S-Craft to get rid of the enemies again. Okay, I'm going to move Kevin back so the next Earth Wall can actually hit all of them again. It's kind of the problem, you know. Earth Wall is very, very tiny. I would have rather, I think the idea of having like the Gaia Shields ability would be a lot better than Earth Wall, to be honest. But I don't want to run into any trouble. I have a feeling he's charging up his S-Craft right now. So we'll hit him with as much as we can. Everyone is protected. Nope, that's not his S-Craft. That's alright too. Honestly, with the wall strategy like it is going right now, I actually didn't even need to get like equipment that does that. And there's his S-Craft. Stigma Cannon Megidius. His S-Craft is actually pretty cool, I have to say. This is like a Final Fantasy situation, by the way. A Final Fantasy 7 situation. Yeah. Even at full HP, it annihilates every single one of my team members. Which is crazy to me. Alright, let me... Ries! What are we doing? Earth Guards. And Earth Wall. Shadow Spear. Oh, he changed element. Kevin's Earth Wall is actually very late to the party. I'm using Ceram Powder for one reason and one reason alone. He just shifted elements, right? Let me see. He's now Space Element. So he shifted elements. The reason I'm going to use Ceram Powder is... Ries already has a guard up. He's going to summon Fiend again. Now I can use Ries's S-Craft to get rid of these enemies instantly. Plus I'm getting an Earth Wall from Kevin in the next turn order. Yeah, he didn't even Grail Sphere it this time. By the way, he just Earth Walled it. Let's not use Shadow Spear. Let's use Dark Matter this time around. Dark Matter. And I'm going to give us a lot here all from Ries. Okay, this only hit Kevin. Wait, is he now reacting to damage taken? Alright. I'll have to see that again. $8K. He isn't reacting to damage taken. He's at 20K. Do you think if we... Fuck. It's not a crit turn yet. Ah. If we burn it down with our S-Crafts, will we be able to beat it? I probably shouldn't gamble on it, right? Only 7K. I thought maybe if I put it on crit turn for Estelle, we might be able to We might be able to beat it within a single turn. I'm going to get our health back up. I think Ren will have to do Earth Wall this time. It's only at 3k. Let's go, Patamata. Let's finish this. That should be the death blow. Definitely the strongest final boss in a Trails game so far. You don't have a second phase, right? Hopefully. Please don't. Oh. It's color changed? How did we get here? This is where we fought Schwarzritter. This is a place I made with his input for saying farewell. I'm glad it ended up proving to be useful. Oh. Rufina? Back in your old night getup, huh? You're finally free of Stigma's influence, then. I owe that to the two of you. I owe that to you two and your friends. You deserve a lot of praise for overcoming so much on your way here. You knew what you were up against. You could have given up any time, but you never did. Hihi, I'm so proud of you. Rufina. You really are just like I remember. So, is the stigma completely gone? I'm afraid not. It still exists inside of me. Your victory earlier has allowed me to suppress it in there for the time being. But I won't be able to do so indefinitely. It will recover its power before long if it isn't completely destroyed. Oh. But how do we... I'm afraid someone is gonna have to destroy it. I wanted someone to be you, Kevin. Hey. You can't merely have him kill you. That's right, by killing me, the copy of your stigma will be destroyed as well. That's the only way to get rid of it for good and bring all of this to an end. Doing so should restore Celeste's powers. After that, I believe she should be able to return all of you safely to the real world. But... Let me just make sure. There's no other option, is there? None. This is truly the only way. Last time you had to do this, you were barely aware of what you were doing. This time, you won't have such a luxury. How could you ask that of him? How could you make him do that again, knowing how much he suffered the first time? And if he does that, you'll... I'm sorry, Ries, but this is the reality. And I need... and I need to be the one to tell him. I'll say it once more, Kevin. Kill me and go back to the real world with your friends. As your sister, a fellow knight, and as a mother. This is the last thing I'll ever ask you to do. Haha. It's amazing how someone can be so kind and yet so cruel at the same time. But that's how you've always been, I guess. No, Kevin. Sorry, Ries. I'm gonna have to take your sister from you not once, but twice. If that's what you got to do, then I'm doing it with you. What? Ries? I don't want to be left behind by you two anymore. I don't want to just stand aside and watch anymore. I've had enough of just waiting. So if this is something that has to be done, then I'm going to do it with you. I'm going to carry your sin with you this time. Thanks, Ries. It's hard to believe you're the same little glutton from 5 years ago. Sorry, my voice is today a little bit strained. You've grown so much while I've been away. You ended up studying under Ein too, right? I apparently have plenty to thank her for. Rufina, please. Well, if you're sure that's what you want to do, I have no objections. I'll leave the decision to you, Kevin. How can you be okay with this? I should be the one shouldering the burden. Me and me alone. Why should Ries... You're a grown man, Kevin. Start acting like one, damn it. It's probably what Ein would say in this situation, were she with us. She's not, though, so I want you to go with your heart. Haha. Haha, you've always had a way of shaking a guy up. Come here, Ries. You can hold my bowgun with me. Okay. Let's kill our sister together. Come on, Kevin. Oh, I never considered that. Apparently, I was even further from my goal than I thought I was. Sorry? What do you mean? Listen, Kevin. You said earlier that you wanted to try and follow in my footsteps, right? Yeah. It's not going to be easy, but it's what I want to do. Well, if that's genuinely what you've set your mind on, I can't stop you. But I can't say that I recommend it. The path I walked was one fraught with pain, doubts and worries. I knew in my heart there was no way it was possible to make a world where everyone could be happy. Nevertheless, I dedicated my life to trying to get as close as I could to that impossible goal, even if it wasn't easy. Bring it on, I say. I feel the same way. I want to follow in your footsteps too. I've never seen two people look more sure of themselves. And if that's what you want, if that's really, really what you want, don't content yourself with trying to go as far as I did. Go further than me. Try and reach the places beyond my grasp. Realize the future I never could. Because I get the feeling the two of you may actually be able to do it. You do? Haha, damn, that's a doozy of a task you're throwing on us at the last minute. But hey, I won't say no. Making it sound so hard just makes me want to pull it off all the more. I promise I will. Just don't try to walk too fast and end up getting tired before the finish line. Anyway, I think we've kept your friends waiting for long enough. Kevin, Ries, I think it's about time you pulled that trigger. Yeah. Right. It's okay, Ries. I'm right here with you. Let's just take this slowly. That's right. Easy does it. Gee. May ideas always watch over you both. Take care of her for me, Kevin. I will. Always. Thanks for everything, really. Rufina, I... And you take good care of Kevin, Ries. Stay close, okay? Rufina, we will forever, so... Bye, Rufina. It would have been so much better if we got this ending on last stream, to be honest. But I guess it's okay. It's okay, Ries. I'm sure we can do it. I'm sure we can realize her dream and reach the place she was always trying to get to. And I'm guessing that when we do, we'll find her there waiting for us. So this isn't the end. We'll see her again. We will. What a nice little ending. Kevin, Ries, please wake up. Hmm? Hmm? Huh? Where are we? Think Idios? You scared us half to death when you passed out the second the battle ended. We fainted? But I imagine she summoned your spirits to an area of her creation, leaving your bodies behind. There you are. Celeste. And now for the heel turn, you know. Celeste is actually evil. And we need to fight her now. I felt the return of all my power a short while ago. Did something happen, Kevin? Oh. Actually, Kevin explained to her that they had said farewell to Rufina, and that the stigma that once ruled the land of Phantasma completely disappeared. I see. She must have been an incredibly strong person. I may have never had the chance to meet her, but she sounds like someone I would have liked to talk to. That being said, there's no longer any time to waste. Huh? Why not? Now that Phantasma has once again lost its master, it will revert to being unstable once more. The castle will be no exception. I imagine it will disappear before long, unable to retain its current form any longer. The same will likely be true of all the planes even. Only the garden will remain. You're kidding? Are you really that surprised, Estelle? We know about how this world works. This was always like a likely possibility. It sure wasn't one I was thinking about. Besides, if you knew all of this already, why is this the first time we're hearing about it? We should hurry to the Assail and make our escape at once. There's no need. I can open the gates of heaven from here. You can? As in the ones in the Testament? I believe so. To my recollection, they are the counterpart to the gates of Gehenna, connecting the world in which you reside to heaven above. A replica was prepared for us in the area we stand. I can only assume the one who created them was the woman who bade you farewell, too. The one who was assimilated into the Lord of Phantasma. Haha, she did? I see. Then if we pass through here, we can return to our own world. It's always crazy to me that Miola is there. Like, I always get, like, flashbang whenever he's there. Like, what? Precisely. Though perhaps seeing is believing, allow me to open the gates. And now we're all going into heaven. To be honest, this game has given me a lot of ideas about how basically the religion of the Trails games works. Wow! If we walk through here, we can go home. I imagine you'll appear somewhere near Wherever it was you were when you first were drawn in here. Those who were on airships will likely reappear somewhere inside them. Okay. I guess this is it. Indeed. What, already? We've been in here so long together, my brain's having trouble processing that it's actually about to end. I was hoping we would have time for one final feast before we went our separate ways. But I suppose there are a few partings in this world that would allow us the good fortune. I can't do voices today. I don't know what it is. My voice is kind of done. But that's okay, I think. Haha, you're probably right. Well then. Allow us to be the first to take the plunge. Why? At this rate, we're gonna be here forever, cause no one wants to be the first to say bye and leave everyone behind. What Sin said, so as the eldest members of the group, we thought we should be the ones to take the initiative, so to speak. Oh. Thanks. You guys are alright, you know. Haha, think nothing of it. This is nothing compared to the kindness you've showed by welcoming me into your numbers, despite my past transgressions. Because of you, I was able to achieve something truly important. You have my deepest thanks. You're welcome. Just know that you have ours too. I don't know what we could have done without you. We may have to part for now, but I imagine your work will bring us together again in the future. I can't wait to see you again. I'm honored you would say so, Your Highness. Should you ever require my services, please don't hesitate to call on me. As for me, well, it was great seeing you all again. Didn't ever picture us having a reunion like this, but I'm sure glad it happened. Haha, you got that right. I still would have turned down a few more rounds of duking it out with you. Same here. Next time I get some free time, I'll have to pop over to Liberl and rough you up a bit. Or you know, you're all welcome to swing by Calvert if you want. Killick and I would welcome you with open arms. You bet, count on it. Really? Then I'll start making preparations for my visit as soon as I leave here. You're not doing anything until you finish the mountain of homework that's waiting for you. Ha, I'm sure me and Ries will eventually make our way there once the work comes knocking on our door. I hope that day comes too. Same here. Well, I think that's about everything. Let's get going, Colonel. Honestly, now even you've started calling me that. Although I suppose being referred to that in that way by all of you may not be so bad. Richard's surprisingly deep cameo in this game, to be honest. Perhaps we should be the next to leave then. You? I feel as though the longer I stay, the less I'll want to leave at all. It would be best for me to get this done and over with. So this is farewell for now. Yeah, for now. I was honestly expecting you to hang on longer. I'm surprised. Oh, Joshua, you twist my arm, but the pain only leaves me weak with pleasure. God damn it. Oh, I crave whisking you up as my prince and taking you back with me. Over my dead body, creep. I don't think I'll ever be able to believe this guy is actually royalty. Olivia. Haha. Truth be told, I honestly never thought I'd be blessed with an opportunity like this. The thought of it coming to an end is making me uncharacteristically emotional. Aww. It's certainly a new side to you. Before I go, however, I do want to give some serious thought to what I said, Shira. While I do realize it was brazen of me to ask, you wouldn't deny me the joy of believing you may one day say yes, would you? I swear, you're unbelievable. Alright, I will. You'll have an answer someday. What does this refer to? In the meantime, you better work hard at what you need to do. But of course. What's all this about? I think we're missing something pretty big. Yeah, something interesting happened right under our noses, didn't it? For my part, I would like to thank you for all you have done for me, and this one here. I feel as though this experience has allowed me to improve my swordsmanship all the more. I am truly grateful. Is this referring to a thing we could have seen? Like a dialogue we could have triggered? I'll have to make sure I don't let you get too far ahead of me. And I'm gonna have a hell of a time catching up again. Same goes for you as well, of course. I do hope we will have the opportunity to meet again one day. As do I. One last warning. I fear the Empire has some truly stormy times ahead of it. 4 games worth of stormy times, I guess. I would advise against non-essential travel there. That's concerning. Please be careful then, Maya. As long as this idiot pulls his weight, we should be able to avoid the worst case scenario. If you'd all pray Idios doesn't give up on him, I'd appreciate it. Haha. Sure thing, praying is kind of what we churchfolk do. I can't think of a simpler and more enjoyable request. How tragic it is that you all trust me so little. But they do say all people bully those who they love most. You're no exception to that, are you, love? Am I to take that as confirmation that you would like to be dragged out of here by the scruff of your neck? I'd rather walk, please. Well then, everyone, until our next meeting. Bye, Olivier. You will be missed. Somehow. Haha, he managed to keep pretending he was fine until the very end. You two are next then. Yeah, this is it. Most of the people here I could go and see if I set my mind to it. But as for you two, Estelle and Joshua, take care on that journey of yours, okay? No problem. We'll be sure to keep writing to you as often as we can. There's no need to send too many of them. It won't be easy for my replies to reach you. Plus, there seems to be a lot of maintenance work going on in the Orbital Communications Network lately. If you really need me, just get in touch with the Gransel branch. Okay, we will. You can always get in touch with us if you need us in some way. It's gonna suck not to be able to see you again for a while though, Estelle. It's gonna especially suck not to be able to see Ren or Tita. And you, Ries. Me? Duh, I was really happy to get to know you, you know? So if you ever come to Liberl again for work or whatever, come see me, okay? I'll give you the scoop on all my favorite ice cream spots. I'd be happy to accept that invitation. Coming to Liberl is now my top priority after leaving here. Let's not forget about work now. Hehe. At least you'll be easy enough to see again, Tita. I should be able to pop over and mess with you at any time your scary boy toy's not hovering over you. Don't even think about it, kiddo. How serious I am for me to know. Okay, just one more thing before I go. Say, Ren, do you like Estelle and Joshua or don't you? What? That's what matters the most. I want you to keep the question in mind as a favor for your big sis, Annalise. What do you mean, Annalise? Oh, and expect a bajillion hugs next time I see you. I'm not gonna let you get away. Alright, I think we've hung around long enough. See you later. Take care, Shira. Thank you both for sticking with us. Surprisingly, Shira did have very little impact. Okay, guess we might as well be next ones to step up. Yeah. This is it, huh? Time to say farewell. Hehe, I'll miss you both so much. You too, Ren. You mean it, Tita? Can't say anything thought-provoking like Annalise. And I don't have the power to chase after you like Estelle and Joshua. But I'll always be waiting. I'll always be waiting for the day you three come back to Liberl together. It's okay to hope for that, right? Please, you can do what you like. As long as it's not getting sloppy with finishing your obel gear, you better finish that. Patamata welcomes all challengers. Okay, I will. I swear, kids sure are violent these days. Like Shira said, you guys take care, yeah? Especially you, Estelle. You ain't a rookie now, so make sure you start looking before you leap. I know. Just trying to fight with Tita's mom every other second, okay? Hey, I'm not the one picking fights. She's the one who's always trying to make my life hell. I'm already dreading going back and getting blamed for Tita ending up here. Yeah, I'm sure she'll find some way to pin all of this on you. You're only laughing because you ain't gonna be on the receiving end of it. Oh, and one last thing, I've got something to say to you. Me? The first time I met you, I thought you were some sketchy weirdo, but you showed me some real guts this time. Good on you. Huh? I say something funny? No, I just never thought the day would come when you praise me, like at all. What brought that on? Huh, no real reason. Just my way of saying, let's keep on trucking, I guess. Well, thanks then. Why do conversations like this between two guys always end up so awkward? Ah, cram it. Anyway, you ready, Tita? Yep. I think that marks our turn, Julia. As you wish. Oh, and Zeke too. No, please don't leave us, Zeke. Best character in the series so far. Chloe. I guess this is goodbye for now. I'm afraid so. This was an opportunity that I never expected to be blessed with. I owe Aidios my deepest thanks for being able to see you two again. Us too. I'll keep writing to you, Chloe. Count on it. I won't get my hopes up the next letter will be anytime soon. Oh, Josette? What's up? I really enjoyed spending time with you. I'd love to have the opportunity to hang out again one day. Sure, we'll make it happen. We have a few hobbies in common, so I bet we could talk for hours and hours. Work will mean I'll have to go to Grandson a lot anyways. I'm sure we'll get the chance. I'll be looking forward to it. If you're feeling jealous, you've got like nothing in common with her. Maybe you should try taking up baking and handcrafts. Can't wait to see the efforts of someone with all the creativity and dexterity of a drunk palm. I wish I could disagree, but you totally got me. It's okay, Estelle. No one's good at everything. Please don't feel obliged to say anything to me. I'm not your ancestor, but merely a sentient replica of her. Even so, I still wish you could have had the opportunity to meet with my grandmother. I'm nowhere near as capable and intelligent as she is, and after meeting only me, I can only imagine you must be so disappointed. It's almost eerie how much you remind me of myself in that regard. I do? How? I imagine your grandmother must feel the same way. There's nothing to be ashamed of if you don't know which way you should go sometimes. Just follow your heart and it will never betray you. One day, you'll be able to spread your wings wide and fly. You spread your wings wide and fly. I'm sure of it. I certainly hope so. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Well, I suppose we should get going. Oh, before we do, after we return, Kevin, I imagine things will be more than a little chaotic. So should we require the church's help again, I expect you to be there for us. Sure thing. I'll be getting in touch with the congregation for the sacraments after I get out of here to decide what to do next. Well then, everyone, take care of yourselves. Who's a good bird? Come with us, Sieg. Well, I'm up. I'm glad we had this time together, Josette. If you're gonna try and force yourself to say something all emotional crap, save it. I don't want to hear it from you. Oh, that's real swell. If it looked like you and Joshua were finally breaking up, then I was gonna use the chance to take him from you. If only I was so lucky. Actually, you wanna come through the gate the same time as me, Joshua? Maybe we'll reappear in the same place if we do. I'm on to you, Missy. Hands off. Do you guys really have to fight this way right to the very end? You stay out of this. Sorry. Damn, man. This is such a pathetic spectacle. Huh. But you know something? It was fun being here with you, Estelle, in a way. Yeah, I could say that too, in a way. Don't overdo it with a business of yours, you hear? Your line of work's like ours. You're out of luck if you work yourself sick. Ha. Right back at you. But you can go causing trouble for yourself all you like. Just don't go getting hurt and causing any for Joshua. I don't think I've ever met two people who hate each other this much who are so similar. Anyway, guess I should actually get going now. I'll be sure to write, Joshua. Thanks. Can't wait to hear from you. Sounds like you two are gonna have your work cut out for you. Take care, alright? Thanks. May the goddess light shine upon you and your ship. Can't ask for better from a sister. Thanks. Alright, later. Well, and everyone went their separate ways again. You okay, Ren? You've been kind of quiet for a while. Why? Why is everyone smiling? Huh? What do you mean? I mean, you're all saying goodbye. For all you know, you might never get to see each other again. So why do you all look so happy? Oh. Everyone keeps saying they're sad to see one another go. Why don't you all just stay here then? As long as the garden's here, everyone can stay and turn this place into whatever they want it to be. We can laugh and have fun tea parties forever and ever and ever. So why? I get it now. It hurts you to think that you might never see them again, doesn't it? Joshua? It hurts that no matter how much you care about someone, no matter how much you want to be with them, you might never see them again. Is that it? Wait. No, of course not. That's not even possible. Even when I heard that Löwe was dead, that didn't hurt me one bit. I was sad, but it didn't hurt. That's because that's not the same. The reason it didn't hurt is because you were able to accept Löwe's death. You knew that there was no chance you'd ever be able to see him again, and that was why you were able to grieve. But this is a case of knowing that you could meet the people you care about, but at the same time, maybe you can. In some ways, it's even more painful than never being able to see someone ever again. No, you're wrong. That's why you... You're wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Should I tell you, Ren? Tell you why everyone was able to smile as I say goodbye to us all? I don't want to know. I don't need to know. Well, too bad. I'm going to tell you anyway. It's because no matter how much you love someone or how much you hate someone, eventually you'll end up having to part from them. That goes for everyone. No exceptions. Everyone? Yep, even me and Joshua. Even if we get married, have kids, and live out the rest of our days happily together, eventually one of us is going to die and leave the other one behind. We can't rule out the possibility that one or both of us might lose our lives in an accident. We could even fall out of love someday. Every day you spend with someone could turn out to be the last, and that's a reality all of us have to face up and fight every day. Every day. And that's why you have to smile. When everyone smiles, we don't have to worry about the sad stuff, and we can be positive together. We know we're not alone and that everyone else feels the same way we do. And best of all, it fills us with excitement at the thought of when and how we might get to see each other next. So we put on our bravest face and promise to meet again, whenever it comes true or not, whether it comes true or not, and we go back to our lives and keep going. That's how it is for everyone, I think. It's really everyone? Everyone. You too, so will you try and smile with us? That's true. It is very good. Honestly, Estelle actually sees all of reality. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how much she has grown from basic Estelle, to be honest. You know? It shows just how much she's grown throughout the series. And that's why she's my favorite character, because her character growth is just so good from all of it. Me, maybe I can't promise that we can be together forever, but I can tell you that we really, really love you. That's why I want to watch over you at least until you become a grown-up. If that's what you want too, then I'll do what I can to be by your side no matter what. I didn't expect this, to be honest. Then, when you grow up, maybe you'll decide you want to do something with your life that means we have to part ways. And if that happens... sorry. And if that happens, that's okay. But if it does, then we'll part ways with a big smile. How does that sound? Good? You don't need to decide what you want to do now. The choice is yours to make. We've already made up our minds what we want to do. We want to be a family, Ren. That is so freaking cute. I swear to God. That is way too cute. Like Joshua said, we can't force you. If you don't want to be with us, that's fine. That's given is okay. All that's left is yours. Enough, enough! Ren. If that's what you want, then I'm gonna run and run and run. I'm gonna run so fast you'll never be able to catch me. So... We're ready for that. You can keep running for as long as it takes to make up your mind one way or another. But just so you know, I'm really bad at knowing when to call it quits. You might be really good at playing hide and seek, but no hiding place can stay undiscovered forever. I hate you. I hate you both. But I love you both just as much. Aww. Poor Ren. To be honest, this is crazy. Especially after you know what happened to her at start of 15. You know? Like, after reading through start of 15 and everything that happened to her, it's crazy that she... Fuck. It's one of the emotional highlights. Even though this game was about Kevin and Ries, this is one of the emotional highlights of the game to me. We finally got to tell her. We finally got to tell her how we feel. Yeah, we did. Aww. Joshua. You did great, Estelle. Still, the hardest part's still yet to come. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for making you wait through that, guys. But now I think it's time we went too. Don't sweat it. You're gonna get back to chasing her the second you get out of here, right? Good luck. Don't give in, and I'm sure it'll work out. May the goddess bless you. May the goddess' blessing be with all three of you. I'll be looking forward to the next time we meet. And I'll be praying that the three of you will all be together when that time comes. We will. I'll make it happen. Till next time. To be honest, for Ren, it's... the thought of having like a regular family is so crazy to her. Those two really are something special. Yeah, you're telling me. Just looking at those two. I can't help but feel that maybe Rufina's dream isn't so impossible after all. Me too. Which means all the more that we'll need to get to work on making it a reality. I'm afraid this place likely doesn't have much time left. I think you should leave before it's too late. Oh, right. Actually... something wrong. I just can't help but feel like we've forgotten something. Yeah, we've completely forgotten about Gilbert. We have completely forgotten about Gilbert. Well. Hey! Oops. Oh my. Yeah, we should definitely just leave him here. You're awful. Was giving me that half-hearted explanation and then vanishing the best you could do? I'm sorry, I did have a lot to do at the time. Still, that explanation was enough to allow you to reach here, wasn't it? Eventually, but I had a heck of a time getting here. I'm not good with directions. I had groups of angels chasing after me, chariots trying to run me over. Anyways, what's with all the shaking? Alright, so apparently this castle is going to vanish soon. That door up there will let you return to your world, so go ahead and run through it. Why are you only telling me this now? I'm out of here! By all means. Thank you for your help. You played an important part in us making it through all this. When we get out of here, we'll be enemies again, but there's no harm in acknowledging that. Just don't go causing too much trouble out there, so we have to go after you, okay? Haha. Worry about yourselves first. Next time we meet, I'll be a changed man, higher ranking and much, much stronger. You mark my words. God damn it. He got out. Haha. No, please hurry. I doubt this castle has more than a few more minutes before it disappears. Got it. What will happen to you after that, by the way? I imagine I will return to my lengthy slumber in the garden in the same state I was before the Lord of Phantasma first appeared. And I will remain that way until this land of Phantasma eventually finishes disappearing. I just hope Gilbert is like a reoccurring character through all of the series. After that, I will finally be free from the duty which keeps me here. I want to shit on him every game that we play. Really. Thanks for everything. I don't know if words can express how grateful we are. May your dreams be pleasant, indeed. Thank you very much. After you step through the gate, I will disable the recluse coup's functionality. Its power will never return again, so deal with it however you see fit. Understood. I know exactly who's going to be getting it. You're thinking of giving it to the professor? You honestly think she'll let all of this slide if we don't? Especially after her daughter caught up in it? She's gonna be unbearable. Good point. Well then, Ries. Time for us to go. Indeed. Would you like to hold hands? What? I was only joking, of course. But I do want us to step through together. Just like how together we'll make Rufina's dream come true. Yeah. I'm counting on you, partner. Always. What a great ending to the game. To be honest, we wouldn't even have fitted it into the last stream. I'm actually kind of glad we didn't. What a great game, I have to say. So yeah, let me talk about what we're going to do next in terms of trails. It is really good. Let me tell you what we're going to do next in terms of trails. So I'm going to take a short trails break, obviously. If I can get my hands on Trails in the Sky first chapter, I'll do it. We're going to stream it. After we return, we're going to return with Trails from Zero. So if I can get my hands on first chapter, we're going to stream it. I don't know if I'll be streaming the entire game because we kind of have already finished the game. If I'm going to do the side quests outside of stream, I might just do the story on stream, like story progress, and most of the side quests and side stuff keeping it off stream because we've already gone through the entire game already. You know what I mean? And I want to get through first chapter relatively quickly, obviously, because second chapter comes out soon. If not, we're going to play Trails from Zero next. And I'm going to get the Switch 2 version. I've decided I'm going to get the Switch 2 version when it comes out. We're going to do the whole Crossbell arc. I don't know, that's Trails from Zero Trains to Azure, right? That's those two games are the Crossbell arc. We're going to do that. We're going to do those two next. Those two are on my list. I also have linked my Steam account if anyone wants to give me some, but I don't get my hopes up. But yeah, that's where we're going to continue with the series. The next game is going to be East 1. We're going to start with East 1. I can't promise we're going to start with East 1 this week, because I still have Pragmata to finish. I really want to finish Pragmata. We're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to play Pragmata tomorrow. I don't know if a 3-hour stream is enough to finish the game. But yeah, we might have to have 2 streams this week of Pragmata to finish it. At least. And then we'll definitely I'll definitely make a break for Fire Emblem. We're currently in chapter 27 out of 28 actually. We finished chapter 27 today in today's stream. And we're in chapter 28 out of 32. So 5 chapters left, 5 regular chapters. There's 2 special chapters that we're also going to do. But yeah, Fire Emblem, I really want to continue this week. Phantom Hourglass, I have to say, will probably be paused for a little bit, because I'm not too fond of the game right now. It's actually very frustrating to me, currently. I'll have to see. I'll have to see if I continue it. But I'll probably do like an early morning stream of Phantom Hourglass. And yeah. That's what's next on the channel. I already have 4 new games lined up. 4 different new games lined up for you guys. One of them is Ease 1 currently. I'll label it as Ease 1 and 2 because we're playing both 1 and 2 back to back. It's sold in a package, and I thought we're just going to play Ease 1 and Ease 2 back to back. And then after, and if I can push something in between, I'm going to push Trails first chapter in between. Also, I want to continue our Dragon Quest Builders streams, because we're basically at the halfway point of Dragon Quest Builders. What is going on here? Septian Church Growlsritter operated Special Ops Airship Merkaba number 1. I think I have a rough idea of the situation now. We've been able to confirm the safety of the 6 you mentioned. Prince Olivet Rise Anno, Mueller Wanda, Sinvatic, Josette Kapua, Estelle and Joshua Bright. All of them are safely returned to our world. Really? That's a relief. I was able to confirm the safety of the ones who ended up in Liberl myself. It was just those 6 I was concerned about. Well, and the 2 from Ouroboros, but I'm not sure either of us have any chance of checking up on those 2. Unfortunately not. Still, this certainly wasn't what I was expecting to happen when I gave you that mission. The Oriole left us a nasty little present, didn't it? That's one way of putting it. Either way, I'll give you my full report as soon as I'm back. Wrapping things up on my end seems like it'll take a little while longer, but hopefully not too long. I'm looking forward to it. You know, you've changed since I last spoke to you. I'm quite surprised. Huh? The Kevin I know wouldn't care to know whether those he'd been involved with were safe or not. Or rather, he tried to suppress those concerns. I can only imagine a lot must have happened in this phantasma. That's putting it lightly. I'll fill you in on all of it once I get back, like I said. I've got something I want to tell you on a personal level too. Oh, color me curious. Regardless, I'm glad you 2 turned safely. Perhaps we should all go and get some drinks together after you return. I'd be happy to. Oh yeah, I've actually got something I want to ask. Well, is it possible for a Dominion to change their title after choosing one? What's this now? I found something other than hunting heretics I want to do, you see. I still intend to fulfill my duties as a Dominion to the fullest. Don't worry about it. Just... Commander? So that's a no, probably. Dominion wanting to change their title, eh? In the 1,000 years the Growlsritter has existed, that's not something that has happened often. But it's not entirely unprecedented either. Then... go ahead and think up something fitting for yourself before we next meet. If you fail to, I'll give you a new one myself as punishment, and trust me, you won't like it. If I'd known you were going to say that, I would have thought of something before asking. Well, I guess I better get to work on thinking up something cool. What do you think of Blue Shooting Star, or maybe Black Arrow? What's with the awkward silence? Father Kevin, as your former instructor, allow me to give you one piece of heartfelt advice. Sure? Unless you want to live the rest of your life in abject shame, then for the love of ideas, get Ries to help you choose. Don't even think about picking alone. Ah. Thank you for staying with Trails in the Sky until the very end. While this story has told all it has to tell, there are still plenty more adventures to be discovered across the Zemurian continent. Why do you need to punch me in the heart? It's so sad. And with that, we finish Trails in the Sky. Let me return to the screen while we talk. Thanks for joining me today. Trails in the Sky 3rd is finished. And it will leave a huge hole in our hearts. You know, the Trails in the Sky will leave a huge hole in my heart, to be honest. After almost playing it for 2 years, it's crazy. It's crazy how good this series is so far. And we're just heading into Crossbell soon. Soon-ish, I would say. It comes out in, I think, September too. So, you know. But we're going to get into the Crossbell arc in a few months, and yeah, I don't know. So I want to finish my thoughts from earlier. As I said, I have 4 new games in the pipeline. Sadly, of those 4 games, I think 3 are retro games, which means, you know, if you like me playing RPGs, might not be for you, but I'm going to announce them right now. First off, we're going to start a new series, which I call Super Mario Kart Extravaganza. So what I want to do is, we're going to start playing the Mario Kart games, starting with the Super Nintendo one. We're going to do a playthrough of them, whatever that means. So I'm starting with Super Mario Kart. We'll probably have like 2 streams of Super Mario Kart, mostly. But the game is not that big. But I want to get to know the games. What I mean by that is, I want to know the techniques to be good at them. So I'm going to throw myself. I have done tons of research on Super Mario Kart already. I'm going to be practicing in between streams, so I can deliver like good races. We might do if you want to. I'm going to put my friend code on here for my Switch. I'm going to put my friend code on here during the live stream. So if you have a Switch and you have Nintendo Switch Online, we might be able to race against each other. The online thing is not that stable from Nintendo Switch Online, but it's good enough. We could be playing against each other. If I don't find anyone to play against, that's that. But yeah, I want to get good at these games. So we're starting with Super Mario Kart. I've already looked up some techniques I can use in Super Mario Kart, and we're going to play against the CPU. We're starting on all difficulties, 50cc, 100cc, 150cc, and we're going to do all of them, all of the courses, and I'm going to try to get first place on all of them. What is it? in the future ones, it's 3 stars. 3 stars with a gold medal, because in the future they distinguish between getting first on all courses and then 3 stars and all of that. But yeah, we're going to try to top each course. We're going to start off with Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart 64, then obviously the Game Boy Advance one, then, you know, Double Dash and all of that. Just so you guys are prepared. I mean that. I want to get through all of the games as well, because those are very interesting to me. And also they have very good music. which might be a theme for future games a little bit, because all of the future games that I'm playing have actually pretty good music. So, yeah. I actually got into this because of Dan. Because of Dan's Mario Kart streams. And I've just realized he went through all of the Mario Kart games, and I just realized how fun it would be to just play them all on my channel, you know? So yeah, Super Mario Kart is coming sometime soon. It's not going to be a lot of streams, but it's going to be really fun streams. And then we're going to continue. Second game that we're going to continue with is Wario Land 4. After playing Wario Land 1 to 3, I think it's just fair that we play the fourth one too. It's actually the last one in the series. At least until we get to the Shake Dimension. I'll probably not end up playing Wario Land the Shake Dimension on stream, because I would have to play it on emulator, because the Wii doesn't have an official method of playing. Yet, maybe Nintendo will get us a Wii Nintendo Switch Online thing where Shake Dimension is on there. I don't know yet. Alright. Yeah, so Wario Land 4. I already prepared everything. Wario Land 4 is going to be interesting. I really, really do enjoy the Wario Land series. That's true. I think DS would be up next for the Nintendo Switch Online thing. I'm expecting, to be honest, I'm really expecting them to do DS and Wii next, obviously. But the way it's been going, like, it's been really slow. The updates for the Nintendo Switch Online service has been really slow this year so far. So I'm not getting my hopes up anytime soon, unless we get a Nintendo Direct soon, which is still out in the cards. People have been saying we'll get a regular Nintendo Direct in June. I really hope so we do, because I've been missing them kind of a little bit. But yeah. So right after, also the Mario Kart games will depend a lot if we get them on Nintendo Switch Online too. Because it's not going to be easy to set up emulator. I absolutely hate setting up emulators on my PC and using them for streaming. I've just proved this today with Phantom Hourglass. When we played Phantom Hourglass, we ran into so many problems just with emulation that it actually deterred me a little bit from playing them. If I can, I would like to play all of these games on original hardware as much as possible, you know. I mean, original hardware. If it's a PC game, I'm going to play it on PC. And yeah, that's that. Wario Land 4 is Nintendo Switch Online. Like, I always prefer if they are on original hardware, because I don't have to fiddle with settings, you know. I hate that most about my job, fiddling with settings. But yeah, Wario Land 4 will come. It's going to be exceptional. I heard the game is very, very good. Very, very good. Wario Land 1 to 3 have been, like, exceptional games. Like, you wouldn't believe how much stuff they could have crammed into Game Boy games. Like, Wario Land 3 is almost a Metroidvania game at that point, because the levels are built off each other. If you find something in one level, if you find a certain exit or some treasure in one level, it unlocks multiple other levels that you can go back to and replay to get other treasures. Like, it's almost a Metroidvania game. It's super cool, you know? So yeah, Pizza Tower is actually one game that I would also love to play. I've been kind of a little bit hesitant to play indie games recently, because I don't know, they don't draw too much of a crowd. Indie games. Oh yeah, also I'm going to be playing Alabaster Dawn on that. And we're going to be streaming Alabaster Dawn coming next week too. I really want to get into that too. So yeah, that is Variolent. That's number 2 on our list. Number 3, which I set up, is Metroid Fusion. Number 3 is Metroid Fusion. There it is. Metroid Fusion, interesting. After we've played Super Metroid, obviously it's the next choice. We have played Metroid 1 for the NES. We have played Metroid 2 for the Game Boy. We have played Super Metroid. We have played Metroid Zero Mission. The next one is Metroid Fusion, obviously. I'm super hyped about Metroid Fusion. Metroid Fusion is an exceptionally great game for the Game Boy Advance. So yeah, I'm super excited to get back into Metroid Fusion. And we're going to do a 100% run of it, like with previous Metroid titles. Yeah, it might be my favorite too. Super Metroid is super strong. Super Metroid is very strong. But yeah, Metroid Fusion is obviously going to be coming. I haven't fully set up Metroid Fusion yet. I think I have like I'm literally looking at my assets right now because the PC is still hooked up. I literally have all of my assets here, and Super Mario Kart and Variolent 4 are already completely set up, I think. At least I have all of the assets for them. Metroid Fusion, I don't have the assets yet, so I need to actually change that a little bit. But that's okay. We're going to do that. Metroid Fusion, very interesting. Then obviously Ys 1 and 2 will continue the Falcom series. As I said last time, I think, or sometime last time, is I at least want to have one Falcom game at all times running in the background of my channel. And Ys 1 and 2 is going to fill that. It's going to fill that void. That's number 4. Obviously, I want to return to Dragon Quest Builders. I could have abandoned Dragon Quest Builders, like I did some others. Like I put some other games on pause recently. I'm looking at my dock. There are a few more games on pause now. For example, Monster Hunter Stories. I don't think I'll return to that anytime soon. I've kind of fallen out of love with Monster Hunter, and I need to really rekindle my relationship with Monster Hunter before I will go back to Monster Hunter Stories, you know? Stuff like that. Dragon Quest Builders, I kept there because I didn't fall out of love with the game. I really want to continue, and I'm really still itching to go back to it. It was just that we had so many games that were just easier to play, or were just, how should I put this? More action-packed, and just easier to get into at the time. Like Trails, like Fire Emblem, you know? That I kind of put it a little bit on the back burner, but it's going to come back too. And as well as Alabaster Dawn, new indie game from the studio that did Crosscode. If you have not played Crosscode, do yourself a favor and do. It's exceptionally it's a good indie game, very good. Like the game itself is a huge RPG with around like 40 hours of content at least. So yeah, I really would advise you to play Crosscode, and it's from the same developers. So it's in early access. I don't know how long it's going to be when it's in early access. I'm guessing they do it like with Crosscode. Crosscode was also in early access, and they had like the first chapter of the game developed, and then it was like expanded. Like each area was newly added afterwards. That's what I'm thinking Crosscode is going to, Alabaster Dawn is going to be as well. They'll probably finish like the first part of the story. So yeah, I'll have to see. And it's very sad to say goodbye to Trails, you know. It's very sad to say goodbye to all of these characters. To be honest, like that literal scene with Estelle, Joshua, and Ren, like, oh my god, that is so good. I can't believe how good that was. I really did enjoy that one. But yeah, I'll continue tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll probably stream Fire Emblem in an early morning stream. I have to go to work tomorrow again, but I'll do Fire Emblem and then a late stream with Pragmata. We are literally in Pragmata. We are literally in the last area of the game. So I'm hoping we can finish the story relatively soon, you know. And yeah. Pragmata, Alabaster Dawn, East 1 and 2. All of them are going to come next week. So once we finish Pragmata, I definitely will jumpstart Alabaster Dawn and East 1 and 2 as late streams. So Fire Emblem and Phantom Hourglass are going to stay early morning streams. Pragmata, East 1 and 2, and what was the other game? Alabaster Dawn are going to be late streams. And yeah, a lot of these new games that I've been saying, Mario Kart, Metroid Fusion, and Wario Land, it will start as late streams as well. That's what I want to say. They will start as late streams, but they might move to early morning streams, depending on, you know, depending on what I want to do. I would really love to have Metroid Fusion as a late stream as well, because Metroid games do really exceptionally well in late streams, because they are just that good, you know. But yeah, also in terms of Metroid Fusion marks like almost the end of the series. Obviously we have Metroid Dread, which is like the only 2D Metroid game I'm missing. I have finished on the channel all of the 4 Prime games, Metroid Prime 1 through 4. I finished all of them as well. So it might be that we soon have to say goodbye to Metroid. I was thinking about streaming the remake, the Metroid Prime 2 remake for the 3DS. People are very mixed on that one. People have been very mixed on the Metroid Prime 2 remake, Metroid 2 remake on the 3DS. Very mixed reception. People have been saying either I should not bother with it, or I should definitely try it, do it. I don't know yet. And Metroid Other M, obviously, but that would be an interesting one. Metroid Other M, playing the most hated Metroid game. Yeah, the remake of the fan-made remake of the Metroid 2 is also a possibility, I guess. Yeah. But I'm not 100% sure I would do it. I would do that. I just don't find Metroid 2 that interesting to play 3 different versions of it, you know what I mean? Like, the original was okay for what it was at the time. And yeah, I don't know. But Metroid games have the good factor that they are just a tad shorter than everything else. So I can get through them relatively quickly. So Metroid Fusion will probably have like 4 or 5 streams at max, I think, to get through Metroid Fusion. Although I think Fusion is a little bit longer than other Metroid games, if I remember correctly. But it's not going to go over 6 or 7 streams, I'm thinking. And yeah, Metroid Dread is also not that long, I guess. But yeah, we'll be done with Metroid soon. But another series takes its place with Mario Kart, to be honest. I'm super excited to go back into Mario Kart. Actually, the most excited I am is getting back into Mario Kart 64. Mario Kart 64 is my favorite Mario Kart game by a long shot. It's just so much fun. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's always like scratched an itch in me that other Mario Kart games haven't. I think it might just be the effects, just the effects, and like I just vibe with all of the tracks on it, and just the effects of the shells and everything, and just getting the hits done and all of that. Like, it just feels so good to me to play, and I've been always kind of good at it. I can't wait to get into it. Mario Kart 64, you know. It's going to be interesting. It's definitely my most played Mario Kart game out there. But yeah, Wario Land 4 also. I have no idea about Wario Land 4. I've never played the game actually before. Like Wario Land 1 I actually played. Wario Land 2 and 3 I actually might have... I think I played for a bit. Wario Land 2 and 3. Wario Land 4 I've actually never played, which is interesting. So it's going to be my first time. And yeah, then we'll have to go to Wario Land Shake Dimension. That's probably also why Wario Land 4 is like the last Wario Land game. Because the next game in the series would be the Shake Dimension, which I won't be playing. Or the Virtual Boy one, which they just released, but I have no idea how to put it on stream. Like, if they made a way to play it in docked mode, I would put it on the screen for you and we would play the Virtual Boy Wario Land, but I can't. So that's not gonna work. I was actually dabbling a little bit in doing that. In actually trying to get it on screen, you know. Like doing something like direct capture from my Switch onto a screen so that you can actually see it too. But that didn't work out at all. It absolutely did not work out. So yeah, can't play that. But still, it's going to be pretty fun weeks ahead on the channel. I definitely know that. And I'm also excited for Ys 1 and 2. I have no idea what to expect. I'm expecting good gameplay. I'm expecting good characters, you know, like they usually do. But that's all I can expect from Ys 1 and 2. So yeah, stay tuned. I have a lot of work ahead of me. Replacing a Trails game on the channel is a lot of work, and I'm currently working on getting all of these games set up, setting up all of the scenes in OBS that I need for every single game, and yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's so worth it, and I do it. I really love doing it too, you know. It gives me a lot of breaks, you know, like in between of work. Whenever I don't want to work, I just open my image editing studio and I just go and make like a border or like a screen background for a certain game or whatever. Like it's fun, you know. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Play more Trails games. Whenever you can, play more. Buy more. I guess. So, yeah. If you are on YouTube, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe, as usual, to my channel. And if you are on Twitch, please, please, please give me a follow. It helps my channel out a lot if you follow. I know that my Twitch is not properly set up. Like, my Twitch is not yet filled. I'm still working on that. I'm always trying to do it, but then I have to set up a new game, and then the new game comes first because I always need to set up the assets for the new game because we're streaming as it happens. So I don't have time to set up my Twitch properly. Like, my Twitch needs a lot of work and backlinks and all of the, you know, neat little details you can have on it. But, you know, you guys should be here for the streams and not for how Twitch looks. So yeah, I'm hoping I can enjoy some more games with you in the future. You know, that's all I'm hoping for. And that's all I can hope for. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's stream. I had a lot of fun. And I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow for the end of Pragmata. Thank you, guys. Trilightning out.